Time to get those disco duckers disconnected and get the 510 grain drill hooked up to this. Oh, let's go, let's grow. Well, you saw in yesterday's video, this was all called mulch, just shy of 10 acres, but I'm gonna creep along the edge here, about second gear, and just start dropping beans. Of course, we got the 510, and yeah, we got potash down, lime, and somebody's like, well, if you lime in the fall, it'll get into the soil better. Not if you've been liming for 20 years in the spring, it doesn't matter. Dime a dozen, penny a piece, all works out in the end. So let's go, let's grow. Let's drop some soybeans. All right, we dropping. I do my obligatory stop and check, and they're all dropping even. I'm not seeing more seed in one than the other, so we're good to go. We're gonna look in the hopper. The hopper. Yeah, this is about right. I've made a few rounds already. Getting low on the right side though, so just gonna kind of cheat it a little bit. You know the routine if you watch the last video. Throw in some more units. Yeah, we're good. Let's go, let's grow. Stay about a foot off the marker with that left steer, and that overlaps about, well, what it does is it puts two openers in that marker so there's no bald spot. Works out pretty good. Well, I was planting along and I sprung a leak. I thought I smelled hydraulic fluid, and boy didn't I. And boy didn't it leak. And I had this lever back, and I wonder if that had something to do with it. I've released it since, but I can't figure out where it sprung from. I really can't. I'm looking at it like, huh. I almost wish I wouldn't have shut it off and I would have got off the tractor, is what I wish. Wow. Yeah, she sprung a leak. I'm sitting here, yeah, it's dripping off the gas tank. And it's soaking wet. The deck is soaked. No kidding. Well, I think what I'm going to do is deactivate the pump, which I already did, and then just putter on home. I mean, home is 200 yards that way. Yeah, I'm going to definitely address this. I mean, I'm trying to see, it wouldn't have shot out of there and then up. It looks like it come up. Didn't come out of the cap. I mean, oh, and we hot. Most definitely hot. I'll check the other side. And these auxiliaries, they're blocked, so it ain't coming out of there. I almost wonder if it didn't shoot up out of these. If those fittings aren't loosey-goosey. Huh. That is a complete possibility. I mean, I don't think it come out of the pulley. I don't know. Let's fire it up and have a look. We'll stand back. All I know is we wet. Yeah, deck. Are we out of gear? No. Oh, we are now. Alright, let's see what we got. Well, now that I deactivated it, it probably won't spray. Huh. That's interesting. I'm not real thrilled about it not being a fire hazard at the very least, so I'm going to pull it up, pressure wash all this crap off of here, despite getting the electronics wet. Let's go, let's do something. Good news is I don't really need to use the hydraulics. The openers are already down. So we're going to come up here and turn around. Call it a day until I can figure out where the leak's coming from. I'm kind of thinking that right the fitting, one of the fittings around them hoses is leaking. I got to find out. The only way to find out is probably make it spray again. So yeah, I'm just putting along like I'm in second gear, but the whole deck's oily. I don't want to put my foot in that and then put it on the brake and blah blah blah. It's gonna take a genius to figure it out, but turn around here. Sprung a leak. And this tractor's absolutely one of the keepers. I always talk about, you know, my tractors being fluid in terms of they can come and they can go. This ain't one of them. And one of the reasons I like this tractor so much, and I say one of them, is because it has hydraulics. And they're really convenient to use. Lever right here. It's just set up nice. Leaning and looking. Identify a leaker. I get back up by the barn, I'll activate the hydraulics again, see what's going on. Whatever it is, it ain't good. Good news is we're still dropping seed. This is the rust prevention program. I just entered involuntarily. I gotta tell you, that scared the heck out of me. When I first saw oil, I thought engine. Then I thought, why is it running so good? That's engine oil. Then I realized and recognized it wasn't. So, get it back, take a look at it, see what's going on with it. Just say, I like the tractor too much not to make it right. I'm gonna activate this lever and see what happens over here. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay. It's coming. It came right out of the vent. You can see that. Yeah, it's coming right out of that vent hole. Man, that's not very big, but that's where it's all coming from. And must have been too much pressure, and it soaked her down, boy. That's actually good news. I had it at second gear, full throttle, and I had that rod activated. Shall release it. Yeah, and then it stops. If you've ever had that issue, leave a comment down below. I don't think it's anything major really, but other than the fact that I was full throttle the whole time and I had that lever activated, so a lot of pressure built up in there. And I want to tell you that oil is warm. To disconnect this drill and get this pressure washed. You can't stop red power by springing a leak. All right, so I think I've absolutely, totally figured it out. What are you doing? No, that's not McCormick. You go into the blogs, okay? You go into a red power blog and just randomly ask, how much hydraulic oil? Well, it actually calls for, out of the factory, straight 30 weight for the hydraulic fluid. I put Hytran in it. It's thinner, but I don't cross-contaminate in the event that the 7 or the M or anything else has to hook to something that this hooked to, like the grain drill. But you go into the blogs and ask, how much hydraulic fluid or oil do you put in there? And you know what they'll tell you? Fill it till it works. And I think fill it till it works finally caught up to me. You know, because that's the advice you'll get. You'll get the advice that, well, your hydraulics are a little weak, put more oil in it. And that's what guys do, and it does tend to work, and you get a bigger cylinder, and that works too. But you overflow these, and they get under a pretty good amount of pressure, it's coming out of that vent hole right there. And that's exactly what happened to me here. That's great news. I was entertaining one of these, and I thought, well, it's nothing to pull that off there, but I thought, why would a brand new fitting and hose at the connection leak? I've never seen that. So, yep, and that's what happens. Guys overfill those to get them to work better. They're tired pumps. You know, this is a 49. It might have, I don't know, if it had 800 coming out of the factory, it might be down to 400 now. I don't know. But it does everything that I ask it to. Tell me how much hydraulic fluid it wants in there. Good day's work. Let's go, let's grow. I'll see you at the next video. Boom.